Welcome dear students to another class of English grammar standard 9 and 10 by changing a word into a verb. This is a part of a transformation of sentences. Here we will see the sentences wherein the word is given, underlined, and that word just we have done earlier in the same way, but now we have to change the word given into a verb form. The verb form you should know of that particular underlined word. The fence was made strong. The fence was strengthened. Strengthened is the verb form of strong. Strong is adjective. A strong man, a strong fence, a strong boy, But when you transfer into a verb form, then that particular way of transformation becomes another type of sentence, like the fence was. We may have till here done same, but made is removed because made is a verb to add meaning to the adjective. But here the fence was strengthened is a right form of the verb, which we will substitute for the underlined word strong. In the same way, if we look into the second sentence, wherein the same thing is to be done, wherein the verb is to be made, then the underlined word is intentionally. Intentionally, as you know, is an adverb. Ly word is there. That is why. So now this intentionally will turn into the verb form, that is intend. So I will make the sentence structure. He did not intend doing it. He did not intend doing it is the right sentence, wherein we have substituted the adverb into a verb form, that is intentionally into intend. This word does not have that meaning. Now the underlined word is meaning. Meaning is a noun, right? So if students, we want to make the meaning into mean, what do you mean by this? You say mean. Mean means mean here is a verb. So we actually used to want to use this meaning into the mean word, because we have to convert this underlined word into the verb form, and therefore the word does not mean this or that. No, what is given in the question, this or that. Okay, so this does not have that meaning. So this word does not mean that meaning. So instead of that meaning, we convert to mean, and only that will remain over here. Got the change we made in the sentence, wherein the verb was substituted for the meaning which is a noun, and we have done it into a verb. So this way the transformation from when we have to convert into a verb from a given underlined word, that is the main criteria will be to change the sentence also according to the requirement of the verb form we make. As you know, verb is an action word, and when action words are there, so what is the place of this action word in the sentence? It shows action, and the words which are given the question underlined will be other part of speech, and therefore you have to change accordingly, and the sentence structure too will change that way. Now moving further, we will see that another part of speech, that is adverb, we will change the underlined word into the adverb form. Okay, so here the first sentence we will change into adverb. The underlined word is care over here. We see the sentence. We learnt the lesson with great care, and care here is to be converted into the adverb form. Adverb form generally is easy because the ly suffix which goes with that, the last syllables, that makes easy for you to convert it. So yeah, but the sentence structure will change accordingly. We learned the lesson with great care. We learned the lesson very carefully. So the change in the meaning and change in the intensifier varies over years. Great is intensifier used with care. Great care, very care, not wrong, that is wrong, and great carefully is also wrong. So here basics of English vocabulary is very important, where the intensifiers place value is also very important. Here the we learned the lesson with great care, whereas we learned the lesson very carefully. When we are using the intensifier with adverb, then it's different, and when it is with noun, it is different. Great care, adjective great is used over here, and here adjective form, and also the adverb, it qualifies adverb also. So that changes accordingly. You have to be careful in that. I was sorry to hear this sad news. So here, sorry is underlined. Okay, sorry, sorrowfully. Sorry, sorrowfully. You something are sorry for it, then you are feeling sorrow for it, and the adverb form will be sorrowfully. I heard this sad news sorrowfully. This sad news you will bring over here, and sorrow. Generally, the adverb form always is at the end of the sentence structure. If you are understood properly, then see carefully, sorrowfully, and this earlier we have seen that in the literature part of the sentence. One will take that also is mercilessly, like that. The ly word, adverb words are used mostly at the end of the sentence. Okay, and that way here the sentence will be, I heard this sad news sorrowfully. Got it? Sorrowfully. Now the slaves were beaten without mercy. Mercy, as you know, the feeling of sympathy for somebody is mercy. The slaves were beaten without mercy. The slaves were beaten mercilessly. They were beaten is the verb, and how they were beaten mercilessly. The slaves were beaten without mercy. The slaves were beaten mercilessly. Okay, mercilessly. This you should know, that the word which is given mercy has to be converted into ly form, and mercily we cannot write mercily, but mercilessly. So when mercilessly we are doing means without mercy. So here without that is given in mercilessly, without is already negative, is included. Therefore the slaves were beaten without mercy. So without we will not write here beaten without mercilessly, because that will become double negative, and that will be a wrong sentence, because that meaning will change in transformation. That should not happen, and therefore mercilessly given over here includes without. Therefore without should not be written over here. Mercilessly, we have written mercilessly. Okay, then now adverb form, we have satisfied that requirement of the answer, and therefore without mercy is mercilessly, and so without mercy together forms mercilessly as the adverb. That's the requirement of our adverb form to be substituted for this mercy, and that way this sentence also satisfies our requirement. And this way, the with the earlier two change of one part of speech to another, with this verb and adverb also you write in a fair book and complete it. See you in the next class.